Well, good morning and happy Friday to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. You like my directional ring? That's my directional James Avery. It's a compass. Tells you which way is true north. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like the opportunity to share with you a concept. And yes, I'm messing with your head when I say this. Today, I want to give you permission to choose your thoughts. Just want to give you permission to choose your thoughts, aka check yourself before you wreck yourself. Did you know that every thought that enters your head is not necessarily your own? In fact, most of them are not. Many of you have not had an original thought in a very, very, very long time because our brain is designed to receive programming and information. What's programming, Steve? I'm really glad you asked. Basically, when we were children growing up, we had the voices of influence all around us, whether they were parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, teachers, anybody who had any type of significant influence in our life that we looked up to had a way of thinking and a way of believing that they articulated when they communicated with you. Now, nobody, I hope, nobody ever told you, now today I'm going to teach you about scarcity and a poverty mindset, which me and your grandma have here, okay? We're going to teach you our belief system that this is not an abundant world and that it's really hard to prosper. So we're going to just teach you how to be comfortable being poor, okay? And we're going to teach you about scarcity. Nobody said that, but you heard things like, we can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on. I literally, virtually heard that. You said trees, right? Because these are the things we heard growing up. If you were blessed with a wonderful, amazing Hispanic grandma, she might have told you, as mine did, whenever she saw somebody in a really nice car, like a Lambo or a Maserati or something like that, oh, look at them. They must be doing something wrong. They must be taking money from other people. It's just a thing. It's just the way that people were raised. People were raised a certain way, and they have a certain belief system that they no longer question because it's part of the subconscious programming in the mind, which influences the conscious thoughts, and the subconscious mind is constantly looking for the conscious mind to find evidence to back up what it currently believes. Because the heavy lifting of your life is and always will be taking your thoughts captive. Becoming aware of the fact that not every thought you have is your own. Realizing that advertisers spend literally billions upon capital billions of dollars every year to gain access to this machine that you carry around access free 24/7. They're literally pouring billions of dollars into your head to tell you what is valuable and what is not, what is worth more than something else, how you should think about something, what you should believe about something. It's the narrative in the news. Not every thought you have is your own. And today I give you permission, if you will, as your virtual coach, to choose your thoughts. You have the opportunity to choose them. You cannot keep a bird from flying over your head, but you can keep it from landing in your hair and building a nest. You might not be able to stop the first thought that's your mind, but you can decide if you're going to dwell on it, if you're going to agree with it, if you're going to let it activate your emotions and your feelings as you rehearse it to other people throughout the day. You never really have a bad day, by the way. You usually have a bad moment that you milk all day by reliving the feelings of the offense by communicating it to everybody in your circle for the rest of your day and night, and that creates a bad day because you live it all over again. Not every thought you have is your own, and you have the ability to choose the narrative. You have the ability to choose the story. You have the ability to change the story in your mind, to check yourself so you don't wreck yourself. This way you have a greater opportunity to have a wonderful life. Let me give you a simple for instance. In San Antonio, when I went to the gym this morning at 4:45, it was like 72 degrees. It's like 57 right now, okay? What has happened? Ooh, what happened to my little thingy up there? Sorry about that, y'all. I have to just make it work. I'm not gonna punch it. I ain't gonna go crazy fast. I'll just keep it like this because I don't know what happened. Are y'all ready? It was nice and warm this morning. Now it's like 55 degrees. Temperature drop. I guarantee you there are people that are on their way to work. I didn't know it was going to be cold today and I didn't bring a jacket. Is the weather changing again? I can't believe this. It was just getting warm. And there are people whining in their cars on the way to work, agreeing with the first thought that enters the little old head instead of checking yourself so you don't wreck yourself. Instead of maybe changing the story, changing the narrative. What might that sound like? It might sound something like this. Ha! That's freaky. Went to the gym this morning, 4'5", and it was 72 degrees. Now it's 56. I didn't see that coming. I guess that's one of the other benefits of not watching the Blues. I guess that's one of the other benefits is I have no idea what's happening out. Ladies and gentlemen, it means that you have the ability, the opportunity, and I would gather to invite you to believe the responsibility and the duty to choose the thoughts you have for yourself. You can say whatever you want. You can say, hey, this is cool. All right, well, I didn't bring my jacket. You know, no big deal. I'm just going to walk from my office to my car, turn on the heater. It's all good. I wonder what the weather's going to be like this weekend. Maybe I better look into it. This might be something fun to do today. Fantastic. You get to choose the narrative. You get to choose the story. Every single day, you are writing a chapter in the book of your life. Let me say that again. Every single day, who's writing a chapter in the story of your life? You are writing a chapter in the story of your life. Every single day. What are you writing? Are you writing a sad, sad story? Are you writing a tragedy? Are you writing an action adventure? Are you writing a romantic story? Are you writing a mystery? What are you writing with the words of your mouth that are influenced by the meditations of your heart and mind? What are you writing? You get to choose the narrative. So today, I would love to liberate you to recognize that not every thought you have is your own. And whatever thought hits your head does not mean you have to agree with it, lock in on it, zone in on it, let it get you all riled up. You can choose to change the story. Shakespeare says it this way in Hamlet. There is no good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Tony Robbins says, there's no meaning to any situation except the meaning you attach to the situation. There's no meaning to any situation except the meaning you attach to the situation by the story you tell yourself. That person opened the door for me. They are so chivalrous. They are so wonderful. God bless America. That was so sweet. I feel so honored. Another person, they open the door. What the hell does this guy think he's doing holding the door open for me? Doesn't he know that I'm independent? Doesn't he know that I'm liberated? Doesn't he know that I don't need anybody to hold the door open for me? Same situation, different narrative. Same situation, different story. There's no meaning to any situation except the meaning you attach to it by the story you tell yourself. Who tells it? You tell it. That's exactly right. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. Choose joy, if you will. And if you want a little glimpse of what that might look like, check out a video I posted this morning of a little church in Charlotte, North Carolina, that's very appropriate for Christmas time. It gives you a little glimpse into how you can choose to think if you, number one, will get woke and realize that you have the ability to choose your thoughts and you have the ability to tell yourself the story that you want to tell yourself. More example? You want another example? Okay, another example. Somebody cuts you off the road to get onto I-10 off of 1604 and it causes you to get off the road. One person will tell themselves a story like, that son of a biscuit-eating mother, Fletcher's, I can't believe, you selfish sons of beach balls, and I can't, everybody's, I'm going to have a terrible day. Right? Another person might go, holy moly, man, how do I not know that guy's wife isn't sitting next to him 9 centimeters dilated? Whew. How do I not know that his 7-year-old daughter didn't fall down the stairs this morning on the way to school and broke her arm? And they're headed to the emergency room. How do I not know that poor fella didn't just get a call from hospice saying, Robert, your mom is not going to make it today. Get over here as quickly as you can. I don't know any of those. Any of those circumstances would have justified that type of driving. You know what? So bless that guy's heart. Now I'm going to go back to me having a great day. Because you don't have permission to write the story of my life. Check yourself before you wreck yourself with the thoughts that you have. You are transformed by the renewing of your mind, and guess who does the transforming? you do by taking every thought captive and deciding if this is a story I'm going to tell myself about this situation. Is it disempowering? Does it make you feel like a victim? Does it make you feel like you got no power? Does it make you feel like, there's nothing I can do about it? Well, maybe it's time to tell yourself a different story. If all of your greatest thinking has brought you to a place you don't like in your life, have another thought. You're the one in control of the narrative, so I hope today you choose to check yourself before you wreck yourself and realize not every thought that hits your head is your own, and you don't have to be in agreement with it or let it get you all riled up. You have the power to change the narrative, to change the story, to tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself about that situation so you can maintain your joy, maintain your peace, not be a victim of circumstances, be a thermostat setting the tone for your life versus a thermometer reacting to everything going on around you. And then, my friend, once you've got your heart and your mind at peace and still, you could become a beacon for other people. Have a great day, guys.